Hello everyone, thank you for joining me again. This is Brenda with Advanced Mortgage. Now I missed Terminology Tuesday, which means we got to give this a new name. So today it'll be What You Need to Know Wednesday. And the topic for today is property taxes. Property taxes, which we all know we have to pay on our property. But the important thing to note and to understand and to kind of help you with is how you pay taxes that first year. So we're going to go over how property taxes run, when they're due. Property taxes, of course, are from January to December, so that's a calendar year. But they're due the end of June. Now, some outer areas, rural areas, may be the end of July, but let's just work on the end of June for now. So let's say you buy before June 30th. If you're buying before June 30th, we'll just use an example of May. That means you're required or you're responsible for the taxes when they come due at the end of June. However, you didn't live in the property January, February, March, April. So the vendor, the seller that is selling the property to you, owes for those months. Those months are cleared off at the lawyer's office. So the lawyer's job when you go to sign is to, one, if you bought before the taxes are due, will have the seller credit you for the taxes because you're responsible for them the end of June, and then the lawyer will be responsible to make sure that the current year taxes are cleared off at the lawyer's office to the end of December. So your current year will be cleared off. If you're buying after, the opposite is true. So if you're buying, let's say, August 1st, the vendor, the seller, has already paid for those taxes. So you are required to pay back to the to the vendor the times that you were in there for the following months. So there will be an amount that you need to pay. So again, the key here is June 30th, whether you buy before or you buy after. That clears off the current year. Now, the other part that we have to be aware of, especially if you're buying with that 5 to 15% down payment, there are some lenders that require that you pay the taxes or start paying taxes monthly for the next year. So because taxes are due the end of June, those run in the lender's eyes on how they have to charge you from June to June. I know this is going to get really confusing, but that's what I'm here for, and that's what we're here to help you with at the time of buying, and we'll go through it again. But what happens is let's say the perfect sale is if you buy in June, right? Because now the lender needs 12 months to be able to collect taxes for the next year. So remember now, I just said that the current year is cleared off at the lawyers. When the lender starts to take taxes, they're taking taxes for the next year. If you're buying in June, perfect. They've got 12 months to get it to the next year. If you're buying later than that, so if you're buying in October, the lender does not have 12 months. Or if you're buying any time after that June, and the way that they get that extra money or to be able to have enough sitting in your tax account is, one, they either do a lump sum holdback at the lawyer's office, so that to make sure they figure out how many months you've got to be able to pay it, and then the other amount is worked out at the lawyer's office so that they've got 12 months and have enough in your tax account with them to be able to pay it the next June. The other way, some lenders, and there's a couple I can think of, that will charge you a little bit extra per month in that first year in order to have enough to be able to pay taxes for you in June. So it gets a little bit confusing. Basically, it's whether you buy before June or whether you buy after June. And that's what we're here to help you with. And it's really important to know because you want to make sure that you have enough closing cost money when you get to the lawyers. And those are one of those things that can be a big surprise if no one is making you aware of it. We always do here at Advanced Mortgage when either Jessica and I sit down and go over the commitments and things like that with you. We spell it out. Because we're fully aware of how that's going to work. We may not have exact numbers, but we can be darn close for you. And again, that's really important to know in case you're not, really have saved enough at the lawyer's office, because it's not just about his fees. Anyway, give Jessica or I a call at Advanced Mortgage, 403-347-0774, and we'd be more than happy to help you with this and any other thing, and love to help you with an approval or pre-approval. Thank you so much. Have a great day.